are available for under $20. So already very, very popular. This is my pick of the show. It's a 6-piece, are we ready for this? Scented geranium collection for under $20. 2 easy pay on this one and free shipping and handling. Let's talk about the scents because this is so incredibly unique.
It is.
Yes, so often when we're gardening, we're always focused on using our eyes, but we all know that the sense of smell is the most powerful sense that we have, and that is what this collection is an ode to. This collection is all about bringing some of the most incredible fragrances that you have ever grown, but it's not even the flowers that are fragrant, it is the foliage that is fragrant.
The foliage
So incredible.
is what's so striking in these collections.
And you're getting 6 plants, 2 each, of 3 different beautiful fragrances. One of them that smells like that perfect French rose that we all imagine a rose should smell like. Then we have another one that is going to be this luscious mint chocolate fragrance.
It's so sweet.
It's so sweet, and you go and you just kind of fluff your plants up, and it releases this wonderful aroma that smells like mint chocolate. And then the final one is an orange scented one, and my Uncle Court, he likes to call it the honey bell scented plant because it smells like a juicy honey bell.
It does. I like that citrusy one.
Me too.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Me
You got a
too.
juicy in there. You have your mint chocolate in there. You've got the rose. So everything you would probably want in the scent department there. And then you've got these beautiful pops of color on these pretty robust plants.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what geraniums are known to be one of the best plants to grow because they're quick, they're fast, and they fill out beautifully.
They fill in. I love my geraniums. I mean, what you're seeing here on set, this is just one in each of the containers.
This is one.
This is half of a collection, really.
My goodness.
They grow so fast, and what's so great about them being such a rapid grower is that just means you're going to have these fragrances and these smells in your garden all season long and so much quicker than most other plants.
So I just wanted to point out again, if you could see, this is one plant. This is one, and that's one. So right there, you're right, that's half of what you're taking home.
Yes.
That's just 3. You're getting 6 of them today for less than $20. Incredible. I want to smell the orange.
Go for it.
Oh,
isn't that
so
smell
nice.
so good?
It's so juicy.
I think we should pair that with the dianthus that we had earlier.
At the beginning
your
of the show.
cinnamon roll plant mixed with your mint chocolate plant.
Perfect.
You have
Sounds
just this.
pretty yummy.
I want a dessert. I want a section of my garden that's the dessert section, and I would grow that. And I love these plants because they truly are. It's sensory overload.
It is.
You're right. Sensory overload in so many different ways too, because there is a beautiful sensorial experience with what it feels like.
I know.
Right? And obviously what we're seeing, and then when you get it home, you'll see also what you're smelling.
Absolutely. I'm happy you mentioned sort of how they feel because often you don't go out and touch your plants or, we're always on air, kind of fluffing with them. And that's because these leaves are almost fuzzy.
They are
They're
fuzzy.
soft and they're strong, so they can withstand like any, summer storm that you might have, and then they're not going to wear and tear like other kind of wimpier geranium varieties that there are.
Absolutely. And like you're saying, if we can come in close and just admire the beautiful foliage, within this foliage are these little molecules of fragrance. I don't know all of the science behind it, but what I do know is that every time I touch this plant, it releases a beautiful fragrance into the air. I can go and just like smell my fingers, and they smell like a wonderful orange.
They really do.
Orange
It's
tree.
crazy.
It's incredible.
It's really something. So you're getting 6 of these. It's less than $20 to get this one home. M61767. Is this something we need to plant in a pot or the ground? What do you recommend?
Well, personally, I love growing these in containers and keeping them on the patio, putting them on the front porch. Maybe if you have a stoop that leads up to your front door. And what I love about these plants is when you're walking up that front stoop and you run into your plant, maybe your leg hits it, it releases that aroma into the air, and you're just, just an instantaneous tranquility is brought to your mind.
Well, maybe you give it a little brush by on the way out, right?
I know, people are always commenting, oh, I love when you hug the plants when you're on air. And I'm like, yeah, it's because, well, they smell
real
good.
Now, you had mentioned to me this is an annual, but kind of a specific type. Can you explain?
Well, yeah,
that?
so I actually call it a tender perennial. And
Okay.
what I do when it gets cold out here, I bring mine inside and I have it as a house plant in the wintertime.
Okay.
All winter here, I've been growing the orange-scented geranium inside my own home. And it's just a wonderful plant to have right by where I wake up and just have my morning meditation right next to my orange plant. And I get that wonderful fragrance
Right.
and just kind of softens my way into the day.
Yeah, and that's something else I wanted to mention. Similar to going out and cutting flowers to bringing them inside, you know, people like to go and cut eucalyptus leaves, for example, to bring them in because they smell great. I love doing that with the geranium because your plants are going to get so big. Maybe you want to go and trim them and prune them to a certain shape. Well, bring those leaves inside, those cuttings, and make vases for inside
Oh
your
yes,
home.
whenever I have these geraniums growing at my house, and I have other plants that produce beautiful flowers, I make a nice vase of flowers, and then I add the foliage directly into the vase, so I get this extra dimension.
Yes.
And the other thing is, they all do. You know, we don't even really care about the flowers that much, but they all do produce these beautiful
Yes, they
pink
do.
flowers all summer long.
So no matter which fragrance you're planting, the flower
Yeah.
remains the same?
Totally.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's
and,
really
and,
neat.
You
Yeah.
know, it is such a wonderful plant.
Yeah.
When we're thinking about gardening, we came across a beautiful quote that if you don't mind if I can read it real
Please,
quick.
read, share.
And it goes like this: smell is a potent wizard that transports you thousands of miles and all the years you have lived. And
It's
the-
true.
Yeah, that's
Helen
true.
Helen Keller said that.
Oh, wow.
You know,
No one knows better.
if no one
Yeah.
knows fragrance more than she would. And
Absolutely.
Well, you know, it's funny. I was just with my family a couple weeks ago, my entire extended family and whatnot, and I said, my Aunt Judy gave me a hug, and I said, "Oh, you smell just like you." You know, it was the
Yeah.
first thing I
Yeah.
said to her because your sense of smell is
It transports
It does.
you.
It transports you.
Absolutely.
It's very strong. It evokes memories. You know, my mom does a lot of container planting on her back patio, and she has geraniums there, and they're just so beautiful.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I appreciate, you know, the pops of pink in here, but I really like how much greenery there is as well.
Absolutely.
And they just have a beautiful kind of mounded growth. Do you want to do a quick planting demo
Let's
to
do
show
it.
you guys
Let's
how
do it.
easy it is
You know,
to
the other
grow?
thing I want to ask you is if we bring it in the winter time and then we want to bring it back outside when it's
Yeah.
warmer,
Yeah.
it should continue to grow, right?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Yes.
it's
And it's great because
Yeah.
then when you bring it in when it gets cold, you have a house plant for
Right.
the winter months, and
That
then just
also
pop it back
smells really
outside.
nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So here I have one of your 6 plants. I just popped it out of the container. And what I'm going to do, I just kind of break the roots a little bit, and then I actually encourage the plant to start producing new roots. So that is a totally healthy thing
oh
to do.
really?
Yep.
Absolutely,
We'll do
yes.
that with all
Terrifying.
of our plants.
It's a great idea, yes.
It truly is.
It'll help the roots spread out.
That makes me
so-
feel so much better. I always thought I was hurting it. but-
No, you're actually helping it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like scratching its back. And maybe.
Okay,
I don't know, maybe
that's
maybe
Like
that's
a little massage.
There
Yes.
you go, Deb.
So from there, then you give it some water, and right away you can also go ahead and use your Roberta's Bounty fertilizer.
Now, how do we use that fertilizer?
So this is actually, you're gonna mix this with water. You
Okay.
mix 1 tablespoon to a gallon of water. So
Okay.
this makes about 60 gallons worth of food. And then you just water right into the soil. You can also feed the foliage as well.
Yep.
And this is gonna be perfect for producing more flowers, stronger growth, and just thicker, more dense growth.
All right. Well, it's under $20. You're seeing 3 of the geraniums here, but you're actually getting 6 of them home. You have great easy pay on this. You have free shipping and handling, but we have a very important phone call to take.
Cool.
Jerry from my home state of Texas is on the phone. Hi, Jerry. I'm Elise, and I'm joined here today with Devin and Stephanie. I see you bought a few things in the show today. Would you like to share which ones?
Well, we bought the geraniums
Good.
and we bought the hollyhocks.
Oh, awesome.
Turn that off. Turn it off.
Well, I think that's a really fantastic
Yeah, we
start.
have
Now,
them together here. They're
okay, I was going to ask
beautiful.
you, so would you plant these next to each other?
Yeah, you know,
Absolutely.
they both love that full hot sun, and where you live in Texas, you can plant this geranium right in the ground, and it is going to look good year after year after year. So a couple of real winners, and because the geranium is fragrant and the hollyhock is not, you're going to get the best of both
Ooh,
worlds.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Jerry, have you picked up Roberta's plants before?
I haven't, but I've been shopping today and picked up, I think, 5 or 6 different collections.
Awesome.
I like the way they sell them in collections. It makes it so easy.
Yeah, and I'm sure, you know, the stuff that you've got today, I'm pretty sure none of your neighbors are going to have them, so you're going to have the standout garden in your
Oh,
town.
they won't. I'll put some geraniums right around my patio.
Yeah,
That's
you know,
right.
it's always important to me that my patio looks better than everyone else's in my apartment building. So I hope you feel the same way.
Well, Jerry, I appreciate you calling in. Where in Texas do you live?
I live near Texarkana.
Okay, I know Texarkana. Well, I grew up in Austin, Texas, and I have to tell you, my mom had beautiful geraniums on her patio, and I hope that now you will too as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Enjoy your new plants. Well, guys, that's it. That's a quick hour, isn't it?
I know.
I just want to remind you, this is my pick of the show right here. You're only seeing 3, but you're actually taking home 6 of these
right.
beautiful geraniums that have the gorgeous scenting to them. The entire show is under $25. The entire show is on Easy Pay.